Right, we're live.
Welcome back to our GURPS Hammer campaign. I am Rigel, your GM for tonight's session. This campaign will be utilizing GURPS 4E rules, but is set in the Empire of Man, found in the Warhammer Fantasy role-playing setting, and in Warhammer Fantasy Battles, and in Warhammer Total War, etc., etc., etc. In addition to our live streams on Twitch, this and all future sessions will also be available on YouTube and as audio-only podcasts. Links will be found in the description. FX, I need a roll for your secret into the skull, and do you have any character business for Christoph?
You are muted, or maybe he's not there.
Did he bugger off?
Nope. He looked based off the TeamSpeak icon. It looks like he's having boggles.
Is he back now? FX, are you back? There he is.
All right. So while he is in the process of trying to unboggle his boggles, let's see who's next. Nosh, you have previously accomplished your short-term ambition and need a new one. I do not know if you had actually established what that was going to be.
9. I did not. Sorry.
No worries. Keep that in mind.
But
Also,
no character business.
Roger. That'd be for Enfys for anybody listening. Giger, do you have any character business for Jorg?
Negative. I have 1 point to go to get combat luck.
Actually, speaking of that, I need to pull something up really quickly because I do believe... Hold on, that is the wrong thing. I need to just set that to that. I had my ambitions thing. I think you had set your repair or replace the sword as your most recent one.
Oh, well, that was... Well, actually, I guess I was assuming that would be done when Copper finished the long knife, but I guess that would, based on that wording, still be complete. So, given that, I'm about to have combat luck. But I was going to say
you need to come up with a new ambition.
As I was thinking about that earlier, it occurred to me, I wonder what kind of the modifier discount would be for luck that you can use once per session instead of once per hour.
That is an interesting question. I don't know.
There are limitations that say once per day, so there will be an established cost for that.
Yeah, but that's per day.
I expect so,
in
but I did
adventure.
look into it.
You know, what he's saying is once per session, like, once per, we game on Saturday. He can use it one time on Saturday. Interesting. Something to consider. All right, Mel, do you have any business for Copper Tongue?
I do not. Thank you.
Cool. Ronky, looks like I do not have it. I need a roll for your secret into the skull, please.
I already done that.
Okay, hold on. That was Soren, not Christoph. Okay, hold on. Let me adjust my thing here. I have a frequency of appearance roll. So
you could assign that to Christoph if it was a bad roll. Otherwise, yeah, I've already done it.
Cool. Do you have any character business for Soren?
Yeah, probably, but my brain's not braining, so we'll do it next time.
That's what you said last time.
Yeah, but my brain wasn't braining then either.
It could
be a while before I update my character.
All right. So last session we had hijinks and shenanigans at the Schaffenfest.
User disconnected from your channel.
It looks like he is still having issues. So the last session was the first day of the Schaffenfest, and you guys were on guard as you were. Let's see if did it work? It sounds like it works now, or at least I heard a baby.
Yeah, you heard the baby, but I have it on continuous, and then I'm manually muting myself.
Right. Did you have any character business for Christoph since your thing went wobbly before you could answer?
No character business for Christoph, and yeah, nothing for him. and I did roll. I don't know if I rolled
Yep.
accidentally twice, once in the open and once secret. So I guess I'll let you choose. But that's it for Christoph.
Cool. All right. So yes, as stated, last session was the first day of the Schaffenfest, which also it is the first Mitterful Valentag, which is a day. Yeah, that's the first day. But it is a holy day. So Christoph, knowing what his dooming is, it may be a little more jumpy than normal.
Yeah, he might
because
just
this-
stay indoors and not go anywhere.
Nope, can't do that. You guys are running around dressed up, wearing the guard stuff, which just reminded myself of that. Now I'm having to go through here and close a bunch of crap. I'm like, damn it! Right. So, the Schaffenfest is stupid busy. There is a crap ton of people. You basically spent most of today acting exactly like you would expect as guardsmen, where you're called in to break up fights and drag people to the festival court because they're drunk and disorderly, or just drunk. It is currently fairly late in the day. It has been a long day, and that is by the time by that point you reached the Dr. Malthusius's Zootopia, where there was a three-legged goblin among his other freaks, and said three-legged goblin managed to escape and scrambled through a rusted what the heck is it officially called? It's a
Holy rusted metal,
just
Batman.
it's just an iron grating on the wall, and it that leads into the sewer. Very small iron grate, but it's mostly rusted. And a witch hunter was present and ordered said dude to be clasped into irons, and you escorted the poor doctor, who insisted he was he didn't do, or he did do, or was it did do nothing. And the festival court, the chief magistrate Richter, who everyone remembers from actually putting you in this stupid job in the first place, agreed that the witch hunters did in fact have authority over that guy. And I'm just now noticing that is oddly sized. Interesting.
Is it?
Yeah, it's well, I legitimately do not recall the transparency that is currently behind the things, where it's like if you drag it around you can actually see
Yes.
just on the edges. I don't recall that being there before, but
That's correct.
Well, the frame definitions may have a slightly different internal dimension than it used to.
Yeah, the other rule sets definitely have the same transparency behind the imagery.
yeah. So the and then everybody's favorite jackass, Sergeant Klumpenklug, who has been given the less than ideal job of basically sitting at the tent and having to wait hand and foot on the chief magistrate of the town. So he's got to be kind of careful. Promptly volunteered Corporal Lange and his team to venture into the sewers to retrieve the three-legged goblin.
Yay.
Everybody's like, oh, of course he did. The magistrate examines you guys and then nods like, yes, I think this is a very good idea. We cannot allow a such a creature to run amok and run loose in our town. Public champions. The older witch hunter, gives the lot of you a quick glance, and then abruptly declares that his son is going to accompany you as well. This causes.
Did he actually say that?
He did
he say that
not.
last time, or was
He
that
did
a
not.
retro?
that was something that I decided. I went, ooh, that's a great idea because it's going to make things super complicated for the PCs. Like, Christoph is going to be super paranoid, and Enfys is going to be like, well, crap, I can't cast spells without my master according to my stupid license, and he doesn't have a license or a master right now, and so I thought it'd be funny to do an escort quest. But when the older one says this, that definitely causes the younger one to look at him with some surprise. And based off of the younger fellow, you kind of get the feeling he is still. I guess it would probably be classified as like an apprentice witch hunter.
Apprentice.
And the older one was like, it's like, this will be an ideal exercise for you. Witches and the forces of chaos lurk in all sorts of unspeakable places.
Enfys is going to then say, well, if that's so, I really should have free license to cast magic.
And they give you a very cold look, and it's like, you will obey the law, the older guy says.
Well, I'm wholeheartedly to obey the law, but if you wish me to leverage my power, then dispensation is requested. Or are you sending us to our doom?
You're merely retrieving a three-legged goblin. It should not be that difficult from a group of this size. And the older one gestures for his son to accompany him as they like move a little bit away and start having a hushed conversation. What is the immediate plans for the PCs?
How do we ditch this kid?
Well, aside from that, we may need to return to the barracks to re-equip as necessary.
Well, luckily, where you are at, I did. On the Schaffenfest map, I've clustered all of the little tokens around the festival court. There is the small door, and then the barracks is like literally right there, right through there. If we look at the proper map, which should be coming up, that 43 down here is the small door, and 34 is the barracks. So it's like easy peasy, literally just go in there. And in fact, you will probably be going past it anyway to get access to the nearest manhole cover. What kind, when you say re-equip, what sort of equipment are you thinking?
Well, at this point, what Jurg really wants to do, or more accurately, what Jurg's player really wants to do, is to offload his coin purse 1.6 pounds so that he's no longer in light encumbrance.
Oh, I did forget about this. So I need it looks like from Christoph and from Soren, a check against the curious disad.
So, Lieutenant, how many sewer drops is this for you?
Okay, so Soren's fine, but Budgie?
I rolled twice by accident. Failed
Yep.
on the first one.
Yes, you failed by the first one, so Christoph is probably really, really interested in what that conversation is that the two witch hunters are having.
Oh,
I mean, are they onto you? Do they know the truth?
he should get closer.
Slip on that ring.
I should totally get
Ooh,
closer.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. So if you're going to do something, you can totally do something. I just need to know what it is you're trying to do.
Can you? I'm having a hard time visualizing the setting right now. What are
It's a big tent. It's a big tent.
Oh, right.
It has a table and a seat that the magistrate is behind, and ultimately, it's just like a very large, wide tent that they generally bring prisoners in here. But you're not going to have the chief magistrate of the town sitting out under the sun. So it's just a big empty tent for the most part.
And we're all inside the tent.
Currently, yes.
Well, what would be the skill or ability to get closer without being noticed? or obviously not like stealthing, but just kind of casually getting closer and listening in?
That is an interesting question.
Well, let's see. Listening in is probably going to be a hearing-based perception check, possibly at a penalty or two.
Actually, you know what I think I would probably do with that and make it easy is use the rule for hinting. So the deal is with hinting specifically when you're trying to do an influence roll and you don't want anybody else to know what you're doing, you take for every -1 you take on your roll to do the influence, everybody else around you gets a -1 to their chance to notice or to figure out what it is you're saying. So in this particular case, you do hearing at penalty to give them a penalty to notice the fact that you're listening.
And then that would just be like a perception on their end, or observation or something like that,
Something like that.
or intelligence. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not like, super good at it, but he's curious and he's trying to get closer. My hearing is probably like 11, I think. I'll just do a -1.
Is it? It's just based off of your perception.
Oh, my perception, not IQ. Okay, so it's 13. So let's do a -2. I mean, if we're gonna do the Gigerman option with the rules.
Okay.
So want me to roll?
Yep.
In the box, in the skull. 'Cause I don't know if I succeed or not.
Well, you'll know if you're going to succeed on a perception.
Oh, I won't know
Okay,
if they.
well. Right. Okay, so you inch a little bit closer as they start talking, and Jorg is laying out. All right, we're gonna need this. We're gonna go back and do this, and you sort of tune him out and kind of focus in a bit more on the witch hunters, and the older one is. He tells the younger one, he's like, recall what the divination revealed, boy. The younger is like, yes, father. The older is like, keep that in mind. Watch them for any contamination. It may be, as Captain Hubkind has said, and this rot goes deeper than we yet know. Cleansing fire may yet be required. And the younger is like, yes, father, I shall be wary. Go with Sigmar, my son.
When they're having that conversation, does it sound like they're talking about us or just in general about the rot? Or
no idea.
Okay. They're on to us. Damn it.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. He's paranoid.
Nope.
Okay.
That's
Maybe
a new
he is
dis ad.
paranoid.
It's a new dis ad. He's gonna end up changing one of his dis ads to paranoia. That would be funny, actually.
Well, next time you get a quirk.
Okay.
Question for Enfys's character. How many days has it been since he actually last cast a spell?
I don't know. What was the last spell do you remember actually casting?
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think it's been a few.
It's been more than a few, I think.
Maybe a week.
Well, the
Not
last thing
quite that much.
The last thing I can think I probably would have cast would have been probably a fireball.
Are you sure? I don't think so. I think it was the when you did the anti-fire or the extinguished flame thing.
Yeah, that was it. It would have been extinguished fire. Yeah, that was it. So when did I?
So that was about 7 days ago.
Okay, so my resource tally's back to 0 then.
Yep, probably.
Thank you.
Because that was on the 27th. The 28th was the assassination, followed by the riot. The 29th was the PCs first spending part of the morning across the river, dealing with the stuff at the Mercy House, and then having night patrol that night. The 30th was night gate guard, and that's when the first group of witch hunters arrived, and Jorg said, no, you can't come in. Then the 31st was night shift again, but it was just regular patrol. And that's where Klumpenklug and Soren basically shook down a merchant and some weirdos made some hand signals to Soren early in the shift. Then the 32nd was you guys were back to day shift, but it was gate guard. Then the 33rd was yesterday, and that was where you were, where good old Rudy got awarded for the stuff that you guys did, and you were informed about the Schaffenfest, and then you had gate guard that day. So yeah, that stands to reason that you'd be back to normal.
Righto.
Okay, so let's see. Hold on, I'm going to do something kind of amusing. I hope it's going to be amusing. It's at least amusing to me. That's all that really matters. If it will let me. Let us see if this will. Oh, for frick's sake. Move. All right. So you will relocate, at least briefly, to the barracks, where you can offload stuffs or retrieve other stuffs. There is at least a ladder that is used by the watch for the very infrequent times that they have to venture down there, because everybody knows that the thieves love to use the sewers to escape. And I probably should have shared that. That is the young witch hunter.
I think he looks bold enough to go in the front and lead us all through the sewers.
He is going to address Jorg and find out what the team's various specialities are.
Ooh.
Like Jorg's been paying attention.
Well,
Oh no!
I'm an assassin.
Noticed the other PC popped up there.
Yeah, because I cheated.
You're cheating. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask if that's what you did.
Yes, I opened up a new instance and joined as myself, and I had created it as a him as a PC sort of thing, because
Dirty
I thought it
cheater.
would be funny.
He'll kind of raise an eyebrow at even being asked the question like that, and then realize that is probably important. And he'll point at each one in turn and say, caster, scout, smith, troubleshooter. Not
Scout.
sure what else to call him. I wouldn't call him a thief or a rogue necessarily.
Yeah, I suspect
Soldier.
you would not.
Infantry.
Locksmith.
Yeah, but he's not a soldier.
Well, he was soldiering.
All right. So looking at I have to do some other. Where the hell is my thing? There it is. That is there. So looking at the actual Bögenhafen map, not necessarily the Schaffenfest map. There is a manhole cover that is fairly close to the barracks. And as stated, there is a ladder that is provided. It's got like a nice little hook, some hooks on one side, and that's basically what you do. Is you go there, remove the thing, you hook it, lower the ladder in, and hook it into or secure it into the thing and climb down. Yeah, right. Sorry. To reach the walkways running to either side of the central effluent. How do you say that? Effluent. Effluent channel. The watch has an 8-foot long ladder. It has hooks at one end and must be lowered down the shaft, hooked onto the lowest foothold, and then maneuvered so its base rests on one of the walkways, which is a little tricky. And quite possibly, when Copper Tongue is looking at it from a dwarf perspective, it's probably overly fiddly and not particularly, it's overly complicated, perhaps. So the first character into the shaft will actually have to make a climbing check. It will be at +2. That is to get down to the certain point to position the ladder and then climb down safely.
Jörg is probably gonna feel duty bound to be the first in, quite against his better judgment. Given that Jörg and Søren are both from here, does the local sewer have any sort of weird reputations
Yeah, it's the Thieves Highway.
aside from that?
You're probably
Not
asking
known
like,
for
does it have?
alligators or anything.
Probably not.
Okay.
It smells like shit, literally.
Well, that's
Yeah,
to be
but
expected.
it is also really dark. You are absolutely going to need to take light sources.
Yeah.
Even people with night vision are going to need light sources. And as FX points out, Jorg is going to be aware that Kristoff is a pretty darn competent climber. I think Soren is as well.
That's an interesting question, since the only light sources that are readily available are open flames. How does that work with methane-filled sewers?
Well, they're not going to be quite that filled with methane necessarily, although there may be pockets. I assume
wonder
it
if that's
doesn't
ever
accumulate
happened.
all the time. They have ventilation.
Yeah, there will be pockets, but it's not generally. You don't frequently have loud explosions or anything like that.
I'm curious as to if it's ever happened anywhere.
I'm sure one can go looking for that online and find out, and probably find more than you bargained for.
Watch this sewer explode.
Jorg is going to do the sign of the hammer before he starts climbing down.
All right.
Right. We got to roll.
Yep. It is.
And
at
here's where we all
+2.
die.
Failing the test means you will slip and fall into the sewage.
I will not slip and fall into the sewage.
All right. So you are able to successfully hook that thing in there, lower the ladder, and then everybody can climb down the ladder, and it's fairly fine. However, immediately upon entering the sewers, I need from all characters a health at +2. Failure means you are going to suffer the effects of the nausea irritating condition as long as you are in the sewer.
I am apparently immune.
Woo!
All right. Is there any kind of resistance to that, like disease or whatever?
No,
is it
this is just a smell thing. I am aware of the disease stuff because it's like there's moving around through the actual sewage is for for every half hour, if you're like wading through it, you have to make like a health +1, or immersed, you're at like if you actually fall in, it's like a health -1. And I was curious, so I plugged all that stuff in to see what the results are. And Copper Tongue's health, if she is wading around in the sewage, her effective health is 21 versus wading because of that dwarven resistance against disease. If she falls into it, her effective health is only a 19.
That seems unlikely to fail.
You fool, you have doomed her now.
Yeah, man. Why would you do that?
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I still need from, who do I need from? Soren and Kristoff, it looks like. Kristoff is also fine.
I suppose if you have chronic allergies, that might give you a bonus.
Success by
Plus-
0. Yeah,
Plus fit and the +2, so success by 1.
Yeah. Darn, I was looking forward to that because nausea is -2 to all attributes and skill rolls and -1 to active defenses. Like, that's brutal.
On the subject of sewer gas explosions, it's a thing that happens in the modern day, and there's videos of it.
All right. So, what actual light sources did you guys bring with you? Because, as stated, it is pitch dark in here. I mean, right now you have a little bit of light coming in from directly above you, but otherwise it is dark.
I'm
So
assuming the watch has lanterns available.
I've got my standard torches, but if there's sewer gases, I don't know. Do we want to light a match?
Well, we don't have a choice. It's going to involve flame.
Yeah, I suspect
Well,
they
light
probably
stuff.
do have lanterns.
Too bad I'm not authorized to cast magic.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You should
Yeah.
totally do it right now.
I had put a note earlier that Copper Tongue, when we swung by the barracks, would drop off a couple of things and pick up a torch.
Okay.
I am going to grab a lantern if nobody else does.
As will CERN. FX your open mic.
Oh, sorry. Is it loud back here? My bad.
You might have to adjust it up a little bit.
Okay, so a couple of things about the sewers. There are basically two kinds of shafts throughout the sewer. You have the main lines, the major sewers that are basically have two walkways on either side, each about 3 feet wide. On either side of a fairly 5 foot wide channel, which is stinky and gross, and you don't even want to look in there. You definitely don't want to walk through there or fall into it. The channel itself is usually around 5 foot deep and is filled with at least half full with the worst that Bögenhafen has to offer. The curved ceiling itself reaches about 10 feet above the walkways at its highest point. It's not always that high. And those walkways are only really wide enough to allow you to progress in single file. Minor sewers are, these smaller pipes, which are basically, how how it's coming from various buildings and areas are much smaller. Movement is, there's effectively no real risk in moving along the sewers at walking pace, which is one yard around. Any character moving faster must succeed with a dex check, which is going to be taken as like a free action before making that extra movement. And if that dex check is failed, you are falling into the gross crap. If you wish to cross the channel, you must either leap or wade. Because of the cramped conditions, there's really not a lot of room to do like a run up. I mean, it's possible you'd have to run diagonally, in which case you're going to have to do the dex check to avoid falling in. And the leap is 4 yards. I don't remember what the normal jump distance is. It's been a while since I had to mess with that. Don't remember if that is going to work or if I need to adjust it, because these may be absurdly spacious sewers as it is.
I guess 4 yards is... Well, that is kind of wide, I guess. Yeah.
In the event that you are wading through the flow, you need to make a dex check before, anything. For if it's in combat, it is a dex check before the you actually go on your turn in combat, or outside it's like every minute or a couple minutes or something like that to avoid slipping, because ew. And if you end up deciding that you wish to go along a minor sewer, you absolutely must wade, because they're super small. Let's see. So this is definitely a very, very bad spot with regards to wounds. Any open wounds have a strong chance of becoming infected, and wading or immersed stuff does mean you could theoretically obtain itching pox or the galloping trots, or even worse, the bloody flux. Try to avoid all of those. So from where you currently are, when you enter, you have there is a line that is heading back towards the wall, and you are likely going to want to take that route to try to pick up the trail of the goblin.
Right, we have to get back to the grate where he went in.
Yep. Yeah, and based off of what we said earlier, that grate, it's like there's a whole large number of of those that are like breathing shafts, basically for all intents and purposes, to prevent the buildup of dangerous pockets of methane.
Say again how high the ceiling was in the mains.
It's stated that at its highest, it's about 10 feet above the walkways.
So 10 feet total,
Total, yeah.
which is 3 yards and some change.
Yes, that is correct. I'm like, that's math, right? Yeah. So
Understood.
once you get in there, it's like everybody's got that, oh my God, expression as the stench just punches you squarely in the face. I am not sure if any of the players have ever had to actually work on or help someone working on an actual sewer line. So you know just how bad that stuff can smell. But it's like that if you have. Maybe just worse. And Albrecht will look to Lange and basically give you the nod to, for everybody to set off.
Is tracking, is it worth even doing a tracking roll?
You will end
Once we
up
get
needing
there.
to do, yeah. Once you get to the grate, you will end up needing to do tracking to basically identify where did it go. Oh, right. I need to do my cool sewers establishing shot.
Are there legit walkways?
Yeah, it is a walkway, but it's like it's just wide enough really for one person, to go at a time. I mean, you
Well,
could shove past somebody if you want to. That I'm certain that won't end badly.
well, Master Kessel, young Master Kessel, I suggest you lead us on this merry journey down here. I'm sure your zealotry will pierce the darkness and the horrible odor of this place and bring us straight to the enemy.
He is absolutely going to look at you and say, "Witches should mind their tongues lest they are cut out."
Are you looking at Queenie behind me? Is she behind me? Oh, no, she's not behind me. Oh, you mean me? Oh,
Clearly, we need to have further questions for you.
always up for a bright and cheerful chat with the witch hunters.
Corporal, send your scout forward. Let us get this taken care of.
And if I'm standing behind Kessel, I'll just make a face and mimic what he says silently.
Actually, since Soren is from here, I'll have him scout ahead for us.
You want me to do what?
You know your way around here.
What makes you think that?
I mean, in general, not specifically the sewers or anything.
Hey, I think dwarves are good underground. Queenie?
Yeah, but she doesn't live here. She doesn't know the town.
Yeah, but she's
We got
a
to get
dwarf.
to the grate first.
Used to living underground.
Queen just stares at him, trying to figure out like what he's been smoking this day.
On the bright side, since Nosh will be here next week, but not for a number after that, I got a pretty good idea where he's going to be during that. Unlike maybe being tortured by the witch hunters.
You make him do some health checks while he's out. Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, Jörg is going to be right behind Soren, but he'll have Soren do the checking ahead because he knows the town better. So we know where we're headed at this point. It's until we get there that it starts getting more interesting.
Can you give me a leadership role?
He can.
This
He can
is
also give you a push.
this is how receptive to the idea of going first Soren will be. Plus, you get +4 for loyalty and stuff. So
Yeah, that's true.
Soren's gonna grumble and he says, "If I'm the first one to get eaten, I'm gonna kill you."
Well, that's why I have you going first, because you're faster.
Ugh.
I'm wearing armor. Thump, thump.
Right. So Soren will grumble as we lead forward.
And okay, so as you are advancing forward, Soren, you are going to note that the route that you are taking is absolutely going to be passing by the rickety and jerry-built wooden door that you recognize as being the entrance to the Crossed Pikes Tavern. So it's like,
How common knowledge would that sort of thing be?
That what sort of thing?
That the tavern has a sewer entrance, because obviously people have been in sewers, so they'd see this. So there'd be people that know about it, like the council workers that have to maintain sewers from time to time. They would know about it, so they would obviously be paid off and stuff. But more than 3 people know, it's no longer a secret.
Yep, and it's probably not wholly out of the surprise. There's probably quite a number of these various buildings that'll have like this sort of access in case they're like, oh, we're in the middle of the city and we need to dump something. It doesn't necessarily have to be a body. It could be, we got this horrible batch of failed ale or something, and we need to dump it along with the body of the poor bastard who was drinking it and died. So some of these places may have connection, similar places
So,
for that.
so keeping the knowledge of this door is not super secret. It's not super necessary. It's to see a door there is gonna be a surprise, but it's not gonna be like, oh wow, we
Correct.
just
Yeah,
stumbled on something
probably.
big here.
Yeah, probably. And although later, once you get an opportunity, you may want to inform Bauman. I think it's Bauman. I think his name is Bauman. The innkeeper and the guy who's in charge of the cult of Reynald in town. May want to advise him that, oh, by the way, we were forced down here, and there's a bloody witch hunter with us. So you might want to clean some stuff up in case he comes in later and gets even more investigatory.
All right. Well, Søren will note that if he can avoid that area with the door, if there's another route, then he'll suggest that one. But if he can't, so be it. He'll just make note of it and he'll follow up later.
Okay. All right. So it takes a little bit of time. You guys finally get to the grate, and it's fairly small. It's at best like 12 inches square, uh, total. So I don't think any of you guys could have fit through there unless you're flexible or have double jointed. I don't think anybody does. So at this point, there will need to be a tracking check. Now, normally tracking, since in urban terrain, is at -6. However, it does look like the goblin, when it wormed its way through that grate, also may have cut itself. So there's like at least a mild blood trail, and the fact that you are following a humanoid creature, even if it has 3 legs, it is going to reduce the penalty to only a -1. I believe Christoph is the only one with tracking.
Is he?
All right. So rolled a -1 effectively, and a success by 3. 17 for outbreak.
Yeah, that's funny. So he's suspicious. He's like, "What? How?" And then once you point the stuff out, and he's like, "Oh, yes, okay."
I just give him the look and tell him to leave this to the real. I was gonna say
Do
real
you
men,
really
but
smart off to the
yes.
potential witch hunter?
No, he bit his tongue. He was gonna say something like that, and then he just
He's like, "Oh, yeah. If my secret comes out, they might not even waste time and just throw me on the pyre."
he will go down fighting.
All right. So you will have to not quite backtrack. That would not be the correct term at all. But you are heading along, or you end up picking up the trail. And give me another check after a period of time. Same penalties. Let's see if his is going. Man, he is not having a great day, is he? So
Okay,
Albrecht
so
has failed by 2.
roll the 12, success by 1.
Well, that's better than his of course, he's totally going to say, make a excuse that he's not accustomed to tracking in sewers. The route takes you back toward the center of the town, and there's like a big wide sweep that goes around. I need it's probably going to be Jorg or Soren or Soren, since they are from here. If they don't have area knowledge Bögenhafen, then just an IQ check.
Not today.
All right. So, but Soren succeeded by 4. So as you on the second leg of the thing, you realize that you are absolutely or you've sort of passed through the Adel Ring, which is, or not passed through it, but
Right.
around the Adel Ring, which is like that's where the very wealthy people live, and the trail actually comes to, and along the way, you will see a couple of other, small doors that are set. Most of them look like they're barred, or it's like, oh yeah, that one looks really old. So it's not like they're frequently used, but it's not entirely completely uncommon. The trail sweeps wide around in the around the Adel Ring, and then starts heading toward crap. I got to remind myself what this is. That's not the right thing. It is. I'm comparing two maps. That is. It is heading back towards Turberg, which is the mercantile district. The blood trail does eventually sort of stop. So it's like either the three-legged goblin managed to patch itself up, or something else, and or it just finally stopped there. Oh, well, that figures, because I was about to ask for one more tracking check. Okay. Ooh, by 4. Okay, that's actually,
Success by 4. Shoot.
yeah, that's a good roll. Which is going to definitely make me. Oh, look at that!
Oh,
By
wow.
8, he rolled a 3. Albrecht did, the guest starring witch hunter. I mean, he's not. You're clearly on the on the trail, but he seems to notice something unusual before you do. And as you're progressing along, he's going to gesture for Christoph. He's like, what are those? And there are some unusual tracks that you are going to have seen. It looks like something was moving through the muck at some point, and then leaped or came up onto the walkway. And it's mostly dried out at this point, but it was walking through gunk, and it left a bunch of the gunk. And let me look at Christoph's skills to see if he has any or any skill set that he does not. Yeah, he's not actually sure what it is. Like maybe there is a big animal down here. Maybe you will get your giant alligator there, Giger.
Oh, he's not worried about the alligators. Alligators are supposed to be big.
Sewer alligators.
Also, those are not native to this area.
So as you are proceeding along the sewer, you will reach what looks like actually one of the doors, or one of those, one of the sort of door things that are scattered all around in here. However, this one seems slightly different. It looks like it has actually been bashed in, and both Christoph and Albrecht are of the presumption. They're like, yeah, that is where the trail goes to. And now I have to fix something because I screwed something up.
Well, since we've got lights in a dark sewer tunnel, sneaking is going to be pretty much right out.
That is a valid point. So you are just progressing forward then.
Yeah, I mean, cautiously. I'll quietly inform Christoph that he should get to the other side of the doors so we can sort of stack up on our side.
All right, let's see. I'm going to see if this is actually going to work since this is the first time I have attempted to do this.
And see if Albrecht wants to take the lead. Be interested to see his demeanor at the potential of a fight.
All right, so there is, as you can tell from the image, it is. Damn it! I gotta find my thing again. There is definitely not a lot of room. However, as stated, there is the obvious doorway there. And as you get up into that area, you will be able to see better into the room. And it is definitely one of those that you'll go, wait, what? So let's see. So I need everyone to at least move their. Did I remember to turn the thing off?
I
don't
think you
see
did
it.
because somebody moved.
Holy cow. Look at that.
I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
Well, to be fair, I was futzing with this earlier today to in order to
Do the line
ensure.
of sight.
Yep.
So is Albrecht gonna go ahead of me?
Yeah. If no one is going to necessarily stop him, he's going to go in there. He is currently equipped. I probably should have mentioned that he's not wearing any armor because, well, why would he? But he does have 2 pistols and a sword, so this could be fun. The as noted, the door looks like it has been bashed in. Or maybe hacked in, actually, based off of what you guys can sort of tell. Is there a way for the line of sight to set it to where it's like if one PC sees it, all PCs see it?
I don't recall. I thought that might have been a setting, but we can see a ghost of it.
Right. So that's probably fine then. Scroll up. Once you are able to see in that area, you will see that this room is like mostly stone lined, and there's a very large octagram painted on the floor. And what is somebody adding effects to? I need to scroll this thing. I haven't even messed with the lighting. I needed to probably play with that a bit more before I understood it. It took me forever to figure out how to do the boxing or the line of sight stuff properly.
You should just be able to turn on lighting, and stuff it'll be lit according to what you're carrying. Yep.
Did Sarin actually get a lantern?
Yes, he did.
So we have 2 lanterns then.
Yeah, I think multiple people grabbed lanterns. Right. So you always see the stone-lined room. There's the large octagram painted on the floor. It's like in this dark blue paint, and a silver candlestick bearing an unlit black candle is positioned at each one of the points. There is a fairly large engraved circle of copper, which is about 3 inches thick. And now I need to double check my. I just finally noticed a reference to actual size, and let's see. That is gonna. Let me make sure. Boy, that's gonna make this room a lot smaller. Damn it! That would have been really nice to know, Phil. Good job at dropping that ball.
Well, you can just reduce the
Well, actually,
grid
I don't know.
size.
No. Hold on. So, no.
Although you sized it according to the door, so that ought to be about right.
You're right. Why would they? Then I'm just going to ignore that. Because I'm like, that would be really difficult to reduce it. So, in the center of the copper ring, there is a 7-pointed star with the beast's head. And the words Ordo Septenarius is written. both both Soren and Jorg will actually recognize the name. It is a local sort of pseudo secret society that is let me look at the official how they officially describe it. It's basically like the bunch of the merchants have gotten together and they're like playing at the silly stuff, but the Ordo Septenarius is mostly some of the merchants who are using this to cover their so-called good deeds. What is it? There was a damn thing. Brain. I'm having somehow, even though he's on like the other side of the planet, Ronki has infected my brain with his brain not working.
It's a power. It's my super ability.
Right.
Sort of
so
a quantum entanglement thing.
Yeah, the Ordo Septenarius is generally considered as a harmless organization in town. It's like a bunch of merchants who will like ostensibly work together secretly to raise money for good causes, and most everybody's like, it's a social club, and they think that it's a whole bunch of it's rich people doing weird rich things. But seeing this is like, that's not good. The beast's head on the thing is partially obscured by a fairly large stain that looks like blood. And immediately upon seeing this stuff, Albrecht is going to murmur a prayer to Sigmar. Who the heck is that that's rushing forward off by himself?
Sir, he's curious. He's looking around.
It's probably worth noting that we can't see you.
Everybody else can go in.
You can't see Sir?
Well, he moved out of my line of sight. Yeah, I didn't know whether we had moved or not, so we'll move in. Guess I don't want to block the door, but I'm not crossing that thing. I don't know what that is.
Okay, so immediately upon seeing the big thing there, or the big octagram, whatever, the summoning circle is what it looks like. Albrecht, the witch hunter, is going to murmur a prayer to Sigmar, and as Soren is heading over there, there is a fairly large iron cabinet that looks like he is heading toward. There's also a rather strong, kind of disgusting animal-like musk in here. Well, you succeeded by 0 on your curious check there, Soren.
With
So
the
you don't.
with the smell of animal, Soren's going to be looking around, and that sort of will supersede his curiosity, and he'll go, "Can anyone else smell that? It's like something lives in here."
You're talking about unpleasant smells. You may need to be more specific.
Let me see if I can smell something.
Yeah, everybody can smell the weirdness. It is pretty darn. Holy crap! You got a 13, and I have to look something up very quickly. Sorry. What's the roll? Okay, that's what the roll is. Nope, nobody understood it. I got, or poor Albrecht got 4 FQ capital A E capital J. So maybe you are speaking in tongues.
He's a witch.
Yeah, you guys. He's speaking in army speak, so he tells everybody to do a thing, and all of you are like, "What the hell did he just say?"
All right, we need to pop smoke and DD Mao out of this AO.
Guys, there's a strange iron cabinet here. Someone should open it and have a look what's inside.
I think that's what people who are about to die say.
So,
Witch hunter, a cabinet.
as you guys are in the process of all looking around, both Christoph and Albrecht are like, got the not quite sure what's, they I guess everybody's probably seen Christoph react to danger before. And both of them look up just in time for some things to drop out of the roof area that are, where it is.
It can't be. That's inside the room.
That wasn't my danger sense because I don't think I have danger sense.
Yeah, you do.
Do I? Oh, I do.
Yes.
Never mind. I forgot about that.
Oh, they look nasty.
Right. So, where is there? Damn it! I hate how it turns me around. So this thing drops, sort of rafter things, drops down where apparently it was like hiding and clinging or something, and sprints in the direction of, let's see, 1, 2. He's got a couple options there. Unfortunately, Kristoff is too far away, so I can't immediately trigger the bad luck. I'm certain that'll come up better. Okay, so I'll have Soren will be plus, and Enfys will be nothing, and Albrecht will be minus. Of course.
Oh, that's a very insincere. Oh,
On the bright side, that's
How
gonna
many of
cap
these,
me at 9.
How many of these creatures fall to the ground?
We'll get to that because there's some others that are like, I really do appreciate Enfys and Soren positioning themselves where they did, because that's really awesome of them. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Right.
Wait a second. This guy is rat-like beast man warrior number 14.
This thing randomly, I have it set to randomly tell how many or assign numbers.
To quote Giger,
It hits the ground, bounces forward, takes a swing, and does not hit. So sad.
How tall
Where
is the
is
ceiling in here?
Hold on. Next, okay. I was like, they adjusted some of the icons for the combat tracker, and I'm like, which one is this? Which
Yeah,
one
I
is
love
this?
when they do that.
In regards to your questions, probably like 9 feet, 8 feet, something like that. Not super high, not super high.
Right.
This one drops down and lunges forward and takes a swipe at Soren because it was basically more than just a move or a step. I am going to consider that a move and attack and cap his skill at 9. And he also is going to miss very badly. What's up with that?
I see your Warhammer dice are working.
They are. This guy gets to drop down and just take a swing at Enfys.
Wow. You guys just walked right into that.
I know, right? That's why when he moved him up there, I was like, huh, okay. And we'll hit you, Enfys, unless you can feverishly defend or something.
Well, I was readying my crossbow, so I won't try to parry. However, I will do a dodge and retreat.
-2 for DFA.
For DFA?
Attack from above.
Well, I think he still hit me. So 1 fatigue point, and that gives me what? +3 to my dodge?
2. Retreat is +3. But extra effort's +2.
Then I'm not retreating. I'm just doing an extra effort.
You should have retreated.
Shiny.
I guess I should have.
Enfys should know by now that
6 points of cutting damage.
Soren's not above retreating. A long way.
Okay. So cutting damage, I've got no DR, so 9 points. So 9 points of damage in total.
I think that's right.
All right.
Maybe we got a better idea of what's going to happen, or where Enfys is going to be.
I'll stay upright, but I am stunned.
No, you're not stunned.
Yeah, I failed my health. I took over half my health in one hit.
How'd you fail the health? It says success by 1.
No. I said I'm still standing, but I am stunned.
But you made the health check.
I thought that was if you take over half, you have to roll to stop from falling, but you're still stunned. Or maybe I'm mistaken.
You do have to make the roll, but the successful roll means you shake off any effects of being stunned or anything like that.
I will just have shock next turn.
Yep.
Correct.
Max 4.
unless you have high pain thresholds.
Right. Which I don't. I'm fit,
Temporary GURPS amnesia.
pretty much.
It's all that
Another drops down,
cold air
Yep.
froze your brain a bit.
lunges forward, and takes a slash at Albrecht.
Did you get
But
script
is
errors?
unsuccessful. I did get script errors. Unknown special message type received.
That's weird that they haven't fixed that.
Yeah, you guys went to the wrong place.
Well, the three of you down there at the bottom could just go, nah, we're gonna let you guys deal with this, and we're gonna go back and say there are some unusually rat-shaped beastmen down there. Did that actually? It did not. There we go. Grr, arg. But due to the move and attack, that is a fail by 2. Jorg, holy crap!
Right, well,
Monsters!
I should have predicted that. So, given that he didn't predict that, he's got to do a couple of things, and he's not going to be able to do them all at once. So, he is going to set down the lantern because he can't just chuck it down, and take one step in the general direction of the enemy, and that's going to be his thing for this turn.
Christoph.
Okay, sorry, microphone is on. Okay, so Christoph will, I think he would have had his bow and an arrow out, like knocked. So I think if that's okay, then he would just ready his bow. He'll draw the arrow. So not ready the bow, but actually draw
Okay.
draw the arrow.
Yeah, I think
Well,
think
if you got
that's,
it knocked, then you can just fire
or aim.
or aim.
I'm not. Yeah, I guess I keep getting mixed up on the mechanics of it. Because it's drawing an arrow, then readying the bow, and then shooting on the third turn normally, right?
Yeah, draw arrow, knock arrow, and then shoot.
Okay,
Or
so
draw
if I'm already
arrow,
at that,
knock arrow, aim for one round, aim for
So he's
another
gonna-
round.
if I'm already in that ready position, then he'll basically draw the arrow and aim for one round, and he
Okay.
will aim. Let me look at the map here real quick. Oh, shoot. So hard to.
Is he gonna aim at the witch hunter?
He's
Whoops!
he's gonna aim at the warrior 6. So let me, how do I do that? Right click, aim, select.
Gotcha. And that is
Thank you for letting me color that.
Still go?
mute.
I'm trying to get my color, so this is I don't have a.
You can sit there on the floor and color if you want.
I don't like to do that.
Okay.
FX your open mic.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to manage my aggro here.
Duct tape.
All right, so Soren
Duct
is
tape him in the
fast drawing
closet.
his sword, success by 2.
All right.
So he's got the sword in one hand and the lantern in the other.
Yep. A quick look around. Is there any more on the ceiling?
You would have to spend the round looking up there to do that.
Okay.
Because you've got 2 right there in your face that are swinging. So
I think I saw a thing out there where you could do like a -10 to do it instantaneously. I don't know how much help that would be, though.
All right. Soren's going to take... What weapon are they using?
they have some. Wait, where did I put the stupid image? They are using some sort of sword. It's basically just like a broadsword.
All right. Soren will take a swing at one of them.
They are also using shields, so keep that in mind. All right, so that is 9. All right, that guy. Okay, so it throws up its shield and expertly catches your stab and bats it away.
Then Soren will step there and he will say to Enfys, we need to back up.
Albrecht is going to fast draw one of his pistols successfully. What? I don't remember what the thing. It doesn't matter. He's just going to shoot him right there as he is about to frickin' back up himself. At this range, they're one range. Doesn't that mean the thing could theoretically use block?
If it's a reach 1 weapon, if he's using a pistol, it's not going to be long enough.
You can't use block, but you can parry a ranged weapon.
No, it's too short for him to parry it.
Okay, so yeah. If it
Actually,
was a rifle,
no, that's
if it was a rifle, or if he was close in, because he was
Actually,
a hex away.
well. I think if he's got to reach one weapon, though, I think that he may still be able to parry it.
Who has a reach one weapon?
The bad guy.
It is just a broadsword. Do I have? I don't even remember if I even put. Yeah, reach one.
Oh yeah, those are typically going to be reach one. Trying to remember if that's legit or not.
Well, he's just going to use the dodge for this one just to see. And that is success by 1 on the dodge after theoretically nearly being shot. As that he fast draws his weapon, his pistol, he shoots. There's a terrific bang, and it's like, oh yeah, everybody remembers gunpowder, and will take a single step back. Before Copper Tongue does her thing, I have a question for you, Mel. Her origin, is she like a dwarf from the actual dwarf mountains, and like did she grow up in the dwarf holds, or is she like what they consider an imperial dwarf, where she's lived? She may be culturally dwarvish and ethnically dwarvish and all that stuff, but has she like grown up inside the Imperium or the Empire?
Well, she's had enough time to do the apprentice rune smithing, so I would assume that means that she has spent a good bit of time with wherever the dwarves are that would be doing that, which I would assume would be in the mountains.
Okay, so I'm going to presume that she was like born in one of the fortresses. I don't remember what they have a specific name. So with that in mind, she is going to recognize these as Skaven, which the dwarfs cannot stand. They're really, really irritating. They don't hate them quite as much as greenskins. Sorry, Skaven, not Skaven. And something else she has observed while she has lived among the humans is humans are really weird, and for whatever reason they are absolutely convinced that the Skaven were exterminated centuries ago, and they just have this ongoing, what are you talking about? No, they're just beastmen if they encounter Skaven. Humans are weird.
So basically, these are the ROUSs.
They might be rodents of unusual size, except they actually can walk and talk and cast and do other evil, chaosy things.
Okay, would she know of any particular weaknesses they have that she could communicate to the rest of the group?
Well, if you hit them really hard with weapons, they generally do fall down and die.
Okay. Aside from the obvious, but point taken. All right. So Copper Tongue will spit and say, you said Skaven or Scaven?
Skaven.
And she'll spit on the ground, Skaven scum, and bust into a run towards the number 5, which at her movement is more like a fast waddle.
What are you talking about? I'm convinced I heard something about dwarves being natural sprinters.
Nope.
All right. Enfys is going to shoot the guy that stabbed him and then take a step back.
While going, ow, 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 ow. That is actually going to miss because you were going to have the -4 shock penalty since you were hit last round.
Ah, this is a new round, is it?
No, you are the last of the round.
I think the shock applies on the round after I receive the wound.
It applies on your next action.
Right. Okay.
Grr, arg, step, attack. Hey, I don't have to worry about capping at 9 anymore. That is a success by 6, and if I had thought about it, which I did not think about it, dude would have actually drawn his frickin' weapon, his other weapon. So I guess he's going to have to dodge. All right. That is a fail by 2. Uh-oh, you guys are going to have to explain that is going to hurt a lot. You have to explain to his very angry dad why he died.
He died because his dad sent him here.
That's heresy. Burn!
All right, so he is stunned. That's not good at all, is it? Trying to do something and it's not cooperating. There we go. All right. This fellow is going to take a step and cut Soren into tiny little pieces that make it easier to digest. He has success by 2 on the attack.
Retreating dodge.
You could have taken it.
I did.
Oh dear. That's that's a fail by 1.
Yep.
Yeah, fail. Ugh. So 6 points of cutting to the torso.
4 becomes 6.
Do you not have any DR? I thought you had some DR.
Yeah, so DR2 becomes 4, multiplied by 1.5 becomes 6 again.
All right.
That will also be a major wound. With the fit, Soren shakes it off.
Just barely. Grr, arg. Rat-like Beastman Warrior number 5 takes a step closer to Enfys and takes another swing. And that is a success by 5.
All right. Enfys will do a dodge and retreat.
Probably want to throw in some extra effort in there since you're at like half move, half dodge, I think.
Yep. So can I do extra effort and dodge and retreat?
Yep.
For a total plus 5.
Okay, just did it.
Wow.
Ooh, nicely done, sir. Success by 2. Oh, wow. Yeah, so his dodge is at 4 right now. Holy cow.
If he was
Okay.
extra inspired not to get hit again.
Yep. This one is going to step, and Rat-like Beastman Warrior number 6 is going to step and take another swing at Witch Hunter Albrecht. Damn it. And succeed by 1. All right. So he crap. He has to retreat directly away from. That's gonna suck. That's 2. That's 5, and fail by 5. Wow, that was a terrible roll.
Okay.
Ooh, max damage. That's gonna hurt a bit.
Did his dooming go off?
I gotta remember what his dooming is. Hold on. I will have to look at that. Oh, that's 12 points.
I don't think he's going to make it.
Does he have no armor at all?
Nope. All right. Let me look and see. Okay, so he is not at a death check, but that is definitely. Oh, I think. Wait. Yeah. I think he's like 1 point away from a death check. Well, he's somehow still upright.
Yeah. See how long that lasts.
What's his health? 12. With any luck, he'll fall unconscious, and then you can use magic.
I'm down to 1 hit point.
He's like, with any luck, I don't die. All right. So Rat-like Beastman Warrior 9 steps forward, takes another swing at Soren, and success by 2.
Extra
Man, you guys got
effort.
in the wrong place, didn't you?
Parry.
Success by 3. Well done. York.
Yay.
Holy crap. They're kind of getting their asses kicked up there, dude.
Yeah, I know. They should defend better and faster. I forgot to do this last time, so I'll do this time. But York has a bit of an issue with oversized vermin.
Oh, right.
However,
that's a phobia, right?
it is a trivial phobia, so it is quirk level. However, these guys also aren't actually giant rats. They are sort of
They're rat-like people.
rat-like beastmen. So I figure that's probably worth a +2.
So it's don't 17 or 18 it.
Yeah, pretty much. He is a little creeped out, but he's not debilitated by.
Or he
that
sees
fact.
an opportunity to live or get rid of vent some of his ickiness.
Indeed. So at this point, he put the lamp down, so he's got the sword one-handed. Assuming that it is quote unquote ready, he can use grip mastery to take it two-handed.
Right.
as a free action, and he is going to do a heroic charge because he must. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get into range, and then he will thrust from there. Let me take my fatigue off,
That fellow.
and
that's
I didn't do my
definitely
things.
Which side
That's
do they
gonna
carry
be-
their shields?
on the side that it's showing.
Okay, so shield
that'll work
DB
out.
doesn't count here.
Yeah, and that's a side hex.
Okay. Well, I could get away with taking. I probably should go ahead and put some deceptive on it just to be safe. Or do I go for the vitals?
Fiddles.
Let's make sure I hit deceptive 1. All right, here we go. Yeah, I should have went for the vitals.
All right,
good
that
hit.
is number 6. Yeah, success
So
by
minus
4. So let's see if he can. He's going to. I guess he's going to have to. Yeah, he can try to parry that.
That
block
is
it.
on the side that he can parry.
All right. So that is going to be a fail by 2.
And he will not.
He will unsuccessfully parry, even though the image does not show any.
Oh.
Oh, damn! You did get a vital strike. Even though
the
the
vitals in
image
light.
does not show any armor, they are wearing like this mail stuff, so it's like DR3.
And a roll 6 damage.
So that's 2.
Times 3.
Right. Wait. Yeah, because it's /1 for against crushing. Wait, is yours a thrusting?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know regular broadsword
Right.
and two-handers aren't thrusting. I wasn't sure if it actually did impaling. So that's going to be 2 points, and times 3, that's going to be 6 points.
Hit to the vitals. May not be major.
Let's see. Major is half of hit points plus 1.
More than
So
half.
1 point shy of major. So he doesn't get the -5, but since it's a vital strike, I still need to make a check, right?
Yes.
All right. Do they have? Let's see here. Nope. No high pain or anything like that. So it's straight health. And I rolled a 13, fail by 2. So he is stunned. All right. So,
Yoink.
it makes sense. He was not expecting Giger to actually hit. That's like, if Mel came up there and critically hit him straight away, everybody would be like, what? Really?
Wow.
Well, that's who I was aiming for. So
Oh, that
I will
sucks for him, doesn't it?
I will sidestep to the right, try not to hit Jorg,
Please don't.
and attempted vitals. They look similar, humanoidish. So
I made a hole for you.
he's gonna attempt where he thinks the vitals might be if they were like a human. So hopefully they don't have like a second heart or something like that. All right. So he got 1 round, his aim and range, and then vitals. What I think is the vitals -3 is there a size modifier?
No, they're mostly human sized.
And then he will do an all-out attack. He doesn't see any, he's going for it. So single shot.
Looks clear.
Looks clear. Roll. And it's hard to read this thing. Success by 0, I think.
Yep, that's what it looks like. Okay, so is that class? I don't know if that classifies. I don't think that classifies as a side hex. It might though.
I did.
I
include
think
that
it
bonus.
does actually.
Is not a side hex.
I think it is.
Anything along this line.
No, this is the sideline.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
But he's stunned.
Yep. I was trying to figure out just how screwed he is. So right now he's gotta make a dodge at
-6?
-6. That is what I am seeing at -6, and that puts his effective dodge at 4. Make the roll, and I saw a 4. That is a fail by 7. So you just shot me in the vittles. Give me
I will take
some
it.
damage.
So rolling for damage, it's impaling damage, but I guess
it
it's a
doesn't
time.
matter,
Oh,
it's a
come
vital.
on, really?
5
3.
minus 3
Well,
times
it's another 6
3.
points.
There's another 6 points. That's gonna
Damn it.
definitely
He's mad.
Well, to be fair, he's probably not going to be particularly effective after this.
Why the hell? Oh, duh.
Between the two
I'm
of
sitting
us.
there. I'm sitting there typing on the. They have 12 hit points normally, so the injury and the hit points are both showing 6 for him. And I'm like trying to type on the hit points and going, why is it this freaking changing? Because I need to type it onto the injury. All right. So
Right.
since that is also a vittles, even though it is not a major wound, damn it, go back up. That was 6. He gets to make another health check and has failed by 1. So he is. Wait, he was already stunned.
Not any more stunned.
Yeah, never mind.
I was going to say it's really no point, but if he failed it by 5, he would be unconscious.
Yes.
So I guess you make it
Yes,
anyway.
that's totally what I was doing. Yeah.
All right.
Soren's like, don't like this.
He has a quirk that he's a firm believer of retreating quickly if things look bad. Things look bad.
I'd say that looks bad.
Now, he doesn't have a sense of duty to anyone.
But he is overconfident.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's do a roll. Let's have the
I
dice
guess that's
decide.
his gauge of how bad it looks. Wow.
It looks bad. So,
Looks bad, but you got this under control. Was a success by 5?
well, it means his overconfidence doesn't get the better of him.
Right. Okay. Yeah, you're right. My mistake, your fault.
So in this case, it looks bad. He'll quickly look over his shoulder and say, we need to get out of here. Back it up. That's as far as he can move while backing up.
All right. So is he just doing a move?
Correct. Unless he can move backwards in all-out defense.
If you're doing all out determined extra dodge, you can move your full move, I think.
No, half. Increase,
only
add
half?
+2 to 1 active, and then it's like step. But if increased dodge is chosen, half.
Oh, okay. In which case he'd be able to move 1 backward then.
Unless I choose increased dodge.
Well, yeah, it'd be the same either way. Actually, yeah, I think the typical rule is you get at least 2 when you do half move.
All right, so doing all-out defense.
Roger. All right. Albrecht, the first thing he has to do is see if he can stay conscious. And he can stay conscious, as he is going to also go, this is stupid. This is really, really dangerous. I'm bleeding out here. So he is just moving.
Is he not at half move dodge and all that?
Yep, that's why he's able to move, according to the thing, he was able to move 3.
All right. So for Copper Tong, what I want to do is a shield rush
Okay.
on
I
this guy.
Just realized he was stunned. He had to make a health check to get out of stunned. Okay. Oops. Yep. No, wait, that's all he can do this round.
All right. So
Shield. That'll
shield
be neat.
rush. So it says it's a slam. Have to have a shield. I roll against a shield skill to hit. Add my DB to the damage roll. Shield takes damage instead of you, but you still fall down if your opponent rolls twice your basic damage or more.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So she's going to do that. So it was 2 hexes. So I'm assuming I'll need to either be capped at 9 or do a fatigue, right?
That does not count with a shield rush.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think with slams in general, because a shield rush is basically a slam. I think in slams in general, it does not cap at 9 if you move more than.
Uh-huh.
And there was something else. Hang on.
Have we done shield rushes before?
Yeah.
So, all right. Shield rush. Attempt to knock your foe down by running into him shield first. So you can't do it with a buckler. She does not have a buckler. So her attempt is going to be to knock number 5 down, make him prone.
Okay.
Now, at the GM, if you want to simplify that a bit, you can use the DFRPG rule, and that is if you hit each roll, you're thrust -2 crushing damage on the other. So instead of figuring out the collision.
Right. So he's going, if she's, I need to move this stupid thing again. If she actually hits, he's going to be trying to use the shield, his shield, to block it.
Yep. All right. And I'm assuming that I don't really get any other bonuses that I can add to it because it probably wouldn't make sense.
No, not unless you did something like all out strong.
No, she's about to be in the thick of things, so no, I'm not going to all out right now.
Actually, you could do the mighty blows. Extra
Oh
effort.
yeah, that's a fatigue, and what does it give me? Is it like a +2?
Basically gives you a +2.
Okay, so add 2, so success by 1.
Okay, so I just make you from a block, dodge, or parry, but your body counts as a heavy weapon for parrying. So he's going to attempt to block.
Block's the most sensible.
So it'll be shield versus shield, although her shield may penetrate his shield since she's got a spike on it, apparently.
Yes.
I got by 0.
So he takes it on the shield, which I think the way that I would do that is you'd roll the damage anyway. And although the shield would take the damage, that still may be enough to knock somebody down.
Okay, so we were doing thrust, and she's doing thrust +2.
It's if you're using the DFRPG thing, it's thrust -2, and then it'll be plus the DB for the shield. I don't know if you get that on the defense though.
So spike on the basic is thrust +1 CR for shield bash with a spike on it, and then I think you add the 2 for the DR on the shield. So that would be thrust +3.
Okay.
But if the DF RPG rules are different, then I don't know which one you want to go with.
Now, is that a shield bash or a shield slam?
Slam is a bash, just with the intent. Yeah.
Bash is an actual melee attack with the shield. Slam is slightly different, but I think you're going to end up with if the spike gives you +1 damage, then you're going to end up with a total of +3.
Because I think it's you add
3,
your shields.
3.
Add your shield's DB to your damage roll is what the shield rush rule says.
1, 2, 5, 3.
And he's not doing a shield rush, so I'm assuming he doesn't get the bonus damage from the shield. But that I'm not sure about.
Yeah, because I think he rolls damage too, and if he doubles something, then I get knocked down.
Okay.
Oops. DFRPG says you subtract it from your target's damage roll as well. That's weird.
What, the spear thing?
No, the DB on the shield for the shield.
Okay, so in that case, the DB is going to cancel each other out because both of them have the same DB.
Okay, so what I keyed in for damage does not want to roll anything. Let me see.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't like slam on there.
That's not a real damage type.
Well, that's not what the thing told me. Okay, so that should be...
Yeah, I've got THR +1 CR.
Right.
Thrust.
You can roll thrust off the character sheet off the front page.
Okay, give me a sec.
LOL.
I don't think that's going to work out for him.
Okay, give me a sec. All right. So here's the thrust, and then we'll add
3.
I've got +2, and then we'll just add 1 to it. That's funny. So add another 1, so 3.
Well, that's more than twice his.
That is more than twice his. If your damage roll equals or exceeds that of your foe, he must make a dex roll. You knock him down automatically if you roll twice his damage or more.
Which I did.
Okay, so I'm going to say he takes no actual damage because he did successfully dodge, but he is not, or block. But you got him square and he got knocked down. So let me put effects. Come on. There we go. So he is currently prone. Do I not have? Oh, there it is. He is currently on his butt.
Woohoo! Success.
Well, that worked. You just saved the witch hunter's life.
Is just going to move back 2 because that's all he can do.
All out defense.
Yes, all out defense.
Right. This guy. just let's see, who was he targeting earlier? Oh, looks like it was Kessel. So going to oh no, he's not. Let's step up here so Soren can't stab him in the back. And success by 2. Let's see if I can once again not die. That's +5. Whew. Once again, somehow he's still alive.
Was he stunned?
Last round, and I had to make the check. He did make the check, so he was no longer stunned, but that's all you can do, so he didn't move. That's why I put him back where he was. Move and attack. He totally wants to eat Soren's head. He swings, and success by 0.
Capped at 9 unless he spent a fatigue.
That is correct. He missed, because they don't technically sort of have a name. Rat-like Beastman Warrior number 5 is going to shift from sitting on his butt to kneeling. Grr, grr. Doesn't like this whole getting knocked down. Number 6. Okay, so I need to double check. Let's see. So if you are at 0, yep, I have to make a consciousness roll at 0. Hey, success by 0.
Well, no, he doesn't need to make a roll because he's still stunned, so he'll have to come out of stun. So that would be a come out of stun roll instead.
So he can't, that is correct. Thank you for catching that. You're okay despite what Mel says about you. All right, number 9. It's like these people keep getting in my damn way. Ooh, dwarf. Cap at 9 as he moves an attack and goes swing and misses. Uh-oh, Jorg, it's your turn.
Right.
Also, I need to remove this because you don't have it anymore.
And the battlefield changed on me while I wasn't looking. Well, we kind of got a shield wall without any shields.
With one PC who uses a shield, and she's right there.
Okay. And number 6 is actually kind of wobbly, but he's still in the way.
Yeah, he's wobbly. And damn it, he should have. Right, yeah, he had to come out of stun. Right. He did come out of stun.
Okay. I guess since he's still standing, I better deal with it.
I don't know if that allows him to change facing, though, because I don't think he has any movement.
That's a good question. It's probably right. Okay. Jörg is going to go ahead and take a step here, see if we can finish this knucklehead off before he does some damage. So I don't have enough vertical room to swing, but I do have horizontal room. So I will swing. And this guy's a half move and dodge at least. And he'll be able to block.
Will he?
Actually, I think I'm in a side hex there.
Yeah, I was presuming side hex. He's going to have to parry.
Yeah. I can do a deceptive one and get away with that. It'll be fine. So torso, swing, baseball bat. Here it comes. That was a crappy roll, but it made
0. Okay, so he by 0 parries it. There's a lot of by zeros.
He doesn't get his
Can't
shield
figure out how to.
DB.
Nope, I didn't apply DB. That was just straight parry.
Actually,
Side hex minus
is that
2,
still side hex? I can't remember what happens on the half hexes. If they're considered forward
I'm pretty sure it goes that one first, and then it goes up, down, like that.
All right, Christoph. Got a ready an arrow. I guess he's got to draw.
Really need a template for that.
Christoph is going to step and attempt a fast draw from his shoulder quiver. Let's see. Where's my fast draw skill? I don't think there's no penalties. It's just a straight up fast draw.
Yeah, if you don't care which one it is, that's true. But if you're going for a specific one, I think there's a penalty. I think you put that in your fast draw thing, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm drawing from my shoulder quiver. There's only one type of arrow in there.
Gotcha.
In my hip quiver, I have two types, like 2 compartments.
Gotcha.
So I think I fast drew one of my arrows. And I'm done. Quick and easy.
Fast draw means that was a free action,
Okay.
and you just took a step. So are
So I
you
could still do some.
readying?
Do the second ready.
Oh, okay. So he'll ready the arrow,
Right. Gotcha.
and then the next round he can aim. Oh yeah. So
Yep.
he'll
Or
fast
shoot.
draw it and he'll knock it. Got it. Yep. So he's done.
All right, just had a look at basic 389. The half hexes are considered forward for the purpose of working out side hexes. So half hexes go forward.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna snip that image.
389. Wow. Søren really wants to get out of here, but
No.
Jorg's doing his thing.
Yeah, it goes the other way.
So favor is given to front. Søren's gonna have a go at one of these guys.
Okay, so who are you targeting? Number 17. Right. Let's see. Which one is 17? Directly in front of you. So he is going to... Okay, that's just a regular swing, nothing special. So he's going to throw up a block and block your attack. Not quite with contemptuous ease, but with ease.
Then stepping back.
Since I succeeded by 4. Oh, right, that's me. Let's see. Can he do it? Right. Well, he's still upright. He's not stunned. He knows he is very badly injured. So 1, 2, 3.
Queen, get out of there.
She's like, I got this.
Well, she is not overconfident, and she clocks everybody backing up.
Is Albrecht, what's his move? Because it should be halved, should it not?
Yes,
Does that mean
normally.
hit points go?
According to so he's at 3.
I don't think he couldn't have gone back that far.
When you take into account a facing change is a movement point.
He didn't change his facing.
Then he's
But it's 2
backpedaling.
to go back. It's two points to go back, though.
Right.
You
I
can
forgot about
change.
the
You can
2 back.
change facing when you move into a hex.
Okay.
Well, you can change facing one hex side.
Is it possible to take a step and draw a weapon without having to do a fast draw?
Yes,
Step,
but
yes.
that's all you
Okay.
do that turn, though.
Yeah. So Queen is going to step back to join the line and draw Faux Flare.
Okay. Enfys concentrates on the spell Glue. I'm going to cast it
Oh.
so that it captures the rat-like beastman. We'll do a 9-point area spell centered here, and that should capture all the rat people, but not any of the allies. And the range to that area will be 1, 2. It'll be a -3 to my skill.
Do you have a staff or anything?
Sorry?
Do you have like a staff or anything like that
Uh,
that's ready and in hand?
yeah, no. I've just got my crossbow at my side, and I have a broadsword. So no, I can't really do that distance thing unless I step into the hex with Kessel or with you.
I went and added that.
Yeah, I need to add that to the mod.
Best thing
All right, you know
Windows
what?
ever did was add the snipping tool.
I can step into Soren's hex, correct?
You can't
Yes.
stay there.
Well, if I can't stay there, this is pointless. All right, well, I'll try casting it at -3. Here we go.
Can you spare a fatigue point for that?
Is that an immediate thing?
Yeah, it's 1 second to cast.
Now I have to remind myself. Does that mean you cast it now and then you throw it next round, or does
No,
that
it
mean
comes. It's an area spell, so it comes into effect at the end of his turn.
okay?
Yeah. So basically, when I roll to cast this, it should automatically work. All right. Wish me luck.
Come on, we want an 18. That's disappointing. I wanted an 18.
Nice.
Well
So
done.
it's resisted by strength, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
So what's the area?
basically.
where was it defined?
That's the center,
Okay.
and it reaches out 3 hexes. So just extend your circle 1 more hex.
Well, the ones that are half crossed right there were covered.
It should technically catch this, maybe catch the Beastman 6. I'm not sure.
Okay.
So that's a 3 area spell.
Yeah, so that one is 1 yard radius. That one is the 2 yard radius. And then out here is the 3 yard radius. So it's just inside that blue circle. So number 6 is out.
Number 6 is about to pass out anyway.
But he's not exactly combat effective.
Okay, so resisted by strength, that means I have to roll 1 or greater, margin of success by 1 or greater, since you success by 0, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you got to use the fact that I just made it in terms of determining that resistance.
Well, 14 failed by 3, so he's glued. Let's see, 17.
I don't have a counter for stuck.
Yeah, I don't know what the 17 is going to be.
Just
fine
make an
because
effect.
that's success by 2. 5 is right there, and he succeeded also by 2. And nope, not going to roll 6. 9 rolled by 2. Wow, that's a lot of 10s. So 14. Now I need to read the thing again. As if by a rooted feet spell, of course. I have to look up rooted feet. Rooted feet is right there. He may try another resistance roll at -5 every turn against the original spell skill roll to break free. While the spell continues, the subject's skill with any weapon except range is at -2, and his dodge score is cut in half. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, so knowing that he is got that spell, I had literally forgotten that spell, that you had that. I'm going to add a new thing there on the effects as spell glued.
Now, is that like a permanent area thing where if you step into it, you get stuck, or is
Lasts
that just
10
a
minutes.
one shot?
Yeah, it lasts 10 minutes.
But I mean, if you cross into it, do you have to?
Yeah, makes it
unstick?
surface extremely sticky, trapping
Okay.
anyone stepping onto the surface as if by a rooted rooted feet spell.
And then
I
if he
can't
moves
say words.
if he moves more than a yard from his original position, he becomes stuck again.
Right.
You should have centered it on there.
Well, I could have, except I was thinking that would have caught everybody else in it as well. So it's kind of hard to determine because this game uses circles, vice the.
So that area there.
Yeah. So if we want to retcon it,
Nope,
I would
too
have
bad.
obviously cast it to capture everybody. I just didn't think with this circle that I would have caught Queenie, Kessel, and Soren as well.
It's fine. You just glued a dude.
Glued a dude.
Is the GM going to allow the retcon?
It's not really gonna matter.
I
It
guess
is
I could try to
because
enlarge the spell next turn.
the guys can just
Yeah.
step out of it now. Whereas if it's like that, they can't.
Sure, that's fine. No, wait, this is Warhammer. No, you can't do that. Put it back. Yes, slacker. I need to remember, I need to be an antagonistic GM. I'm trying to kill PCs.
Well, you almost succeeded with me.
Horseshoes, hand grenades, and tactical nukes. All right. So, I guess advanced tracker. Number 14 is glued, and it said I can attempt another check at -5. He rolled, wow, a 6. Unfortunately, wherever he's at, what are we looking at now? 239.
Well, you don't have to look right away.
Yeah, so unfortunately, so I need to, so based off of the, victim he's free to act until he moves more than a yard, at which point so does he get a resistance, or if he because this guy clearly he's smack dab in the center. So it says as if a victim successfully resists, which he didn't. Oh, actually he did at the second time. He is free to act until he moves more than a yard from his original position, at which point he becomes stuck again if he is still in the glue area. Does he get a resist at all? Or is it this guy moves here and he's stuck for a round?
Then he's stuck and he has to resist again.
It sounds like every time he enters a hex that's affected, he would try to resist.
I think it would be if he didn't successfully resist the first time, he's stuck. And I think he would have to successfully resist to move. If he moves more than a yard from his original position, he becomes stuck again and he has to resist again.
Okay.
And that will be on his next turn.
Right. Wow, that's a irritating spell. Glued, I guess. So he can theoretically attack Soren, but he is at -2 because of the glue stuff. And I get to go ahead and hit the half move, half dodge for this guy. Rat like Beastman Warrior number 17 lumbers forward through the glue stuff and takes a swing at Soren. And succeed by 3. So, can Soren defend, or is he going to take it? You should take it.
Certainly do not want to take it. Retreating dodge. Will he use some extra effort as well?
18. I need you to roll an 18 right now.
I'm not confident that 12 is going to be enough. So
18. Roll an 18.
using some extra effort.
Well, you needed that extra effort. No, actually, you didn't. With the retreat. Yeah. Okay. So, right. So you backpedal and he whiffs and doesn't seem to like that. Number 5 is going to step in. Oh, that's the wrong damn character. That's the PC. He's going to step and is glued and is going to take a swing at Coppertongue. No, wait. He had to stand. Yeah,
Yep.
you can do that.
He was prone.
You can go from a no. He was kneeling because he had shifted from prone to kneeling. You can go from a kneel to a step.
No, you
No.
replace the step with a change posture.
All right. Number 6 is thoroughly unconscious.
Wow. Okay.
That is that's a critical fail.
He is now in a coma.
No, it is far more entertaining than that.
Uh-oh.
Does he explode? He explodes.
He might explode, which
We're
probably
escaping like the
doesn't-
vampires in Lost Boys.
So
Every time you kill one, it's different.
Something like that. I just have to find where the hell I had the notes. There it is. Okay. 2 yards. So that's
Oh, they really are like that.
1, 2, 3, 4. So that's not going to affect any of the PCs. So I ignore the half ones. So Jorg is not affected. All
Is that a
right.
2-yard radius?
2 yards radius. Yes.
Yeah.
When he hits the ground, now it's a 1 yard radius.
Well,
It
that's
says it's 1 yard.
Right. Yeah. When he hits the ground, he just sort of acid sort of just starts coming out of his pores or something. He like literally melts in front of you, which is like
What's that do to the glue?
Around that area, it's probably melting the glue. So maybe that's it. He totally suicided to screw over Enfys. That's not what happened, but that's totally what I'm going to say because it's funny.
Well, as long as it melts the other Skaven, I'll call it good.
holy crap! What sort of glue is that?
Okay, so let's see, where's it at? There it is.
And Enfys, why'd you cast it so close to us? Do you want us to melt?
Yes, he does.
So number 14 takes a big fat nothing. Oh, other dude. Who is that? 17. It's going to take 3. So parts of his stuff is hissing and steaming. And I need to throw one and effect. How do I? Which way do I do it for counting down?
Sec plus counts up.
Okay, so if wow, hold on, I have to do this. That is that's not that bad. That is times that. So wow, that's pretty lame.
Well, it's free damage, so
Son of a butt monkey! It moved something on me, and it's just like no, that's not what I wanted to do. Why did you do that? Because of course. Number 9 is going to step. I believe that does that put him in the thing? Because he's not going to step in the acid if it does. 1, 2, that would. So he's going to step. And now he's stuck. But he can attack Copper Tongue at a whopping -2. So he goes swing with his weird ass broadsword. And success by 5. Defend yourself, Miss Dwarf.
Good lord.
That
Quit
isn't-
rolling good.
That isn't counting down. I did it wrong. That's why.
Okie doke. That's a
Yay!
failure.
Shiny. All right. So he takes a swing and is going to. Ooh, that's
Aw,
max
man.
damage.
good
8
job.
points to the torso. However, I think you're fairly well armored.
She's got 4, so it reduces it to whatever that would be.
4. Okay, reduces it
6
4, so
cutting?
that's going to be 6 points total. This is
Ouch.
going to be great. There's going to be a bunch of people with infected.
All right.
Have you included your shield DB in your block?
Yes.
Yes.
That
We
seems
run
awfully
through
low.
this every time.
What's her shield skill?
13. We did the math in
Okay.
it, and it's right.
Do you
We
have
do
combat
this every
reflexes?
time I use it.
Nope.
She does not have that.
Right.
Oh, right. I was like waiting for somebody to hit the button, and that's me.
Oh, you were waiting for you to hit the button. Well, I don't
I
need to target
was.
that guy anymore.
Okay, so if
You
I
don't-
take an equal to half my hit points, does that mean anything? Do I have to make a roll or anything?
Nope. It'd have to be
Okay.
more than half.
All right. Well, there's a whole bunch of nope right there. That's 14 in the back. So 7. The guy in the front's the one that took all the acid.
Well, you can hit 17
Uh,
without moving.
That's technically true, and that would probably be more helpful ultimately. So I guess I'll probably do that. Yeah. Okay. Well, number 6 would have been in the way for a swing, so now he won't be. I'll go ahead and swing at that guy. And since I'm standing here, I am going to go ahead and use this one for the first time.
Uh-oh. What are you using for the first time?
I have a combination.
Oh, God. I can never remember. Get my head wrapped around
You know what?
combinations.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to need to spend fatigue on that, and I don't want to do that yet. We'll just do one swing. And so he is rooted.
That is correct. He is at half move, half dodge, but I believe where you're at is he
is
can
still gonna
use
get
his
his
shield.
block. Okay. Well, I think at this point I'd rather hit his shield than yeah. No, I'm gonna do a deceptive one. Swing. Here it comes. Good hit.
By 3, he attempts to block and looks like he is successful by 4.
Because of course he is. Which means it didn't hit the shield and it didn't do me any good.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Kristoff's back there going, "Ew, acid and glue? I'm safer here."
Yeah, I'll stay
And
back
then the
here.
alligator springs out of here and eats him.
He will. I think I just miss Soren's hex if I move here and I target number 14.
that's
I
close.
think technically that goes through Soren's hex.
Well, like the very tip.
Well, if you're aiming this round, that's fine, and then you can shift another round or another step here next round, and then you're not going to be hitting anybody or not hitting.
No,
The
I'm not aiming.
He has 14 targeted, but when I hover over him, it doesn't show the arrow.
that's for me.
Weird.
Oh, it doesn't for PCs apparently.
That's annoying.
Well, So what's the call? Is it gonna be if he's in my way, it's a -4. If that's the case, I'm doing something else. Otherwise, I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah, think I think
Yeah,
actually
it's gonna
that
clip
does.
him.
Yeah, that's going to be the -4. Yeah.
Because it passes really. Okay, that's fine. So then he's gonna 1. So he's running 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay.
and then
What's
I
the
don't know how to
bulk of your
change my
weapon?
facing there.
Your bow?
It's like a -5, I think.
I thought it was worse
Yeah,
than that.
Actually,
I didn't want
I
to.
think it is worse than that.
It might be. It's bad enough that I don't want to try it. A shot, and then I will look in that direction.
Yeah, -7 is the bulk of the bow.
Step there and take a swing.
At 17, gotcha.
Well, he used
He
his block.
blocked, so he can't block, but he can attempt to
could.
parry.
Block at a -6.
Wow, rolls a 5, success by 6 on the parry. All right, I was like, why is it making the noise like I'm a PC? Because I have a PC. He is somehow still in there. 1, 2. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh well. I think that's all he can do.
All right. So Queen can't back up, right?
Sadly,
From
he
a-
got in the way.
From a
Of course.
tactical point of view, he could have done an attack and then stepped back. He'd be in the same position.
Well, once again, I freaking forgot to have him make the fast draw check.
All right. So I guess Queen is going to take a swing at Beastman Warrior 9. I don't have any of my stuff moved in because I wasn't expecting to be blocked. Okay. Hold, please.
Yeah, because I should have had regarding your comment there, Ronky. I should have had him attempt the fast draw because right now in one hand he has actually
He could have just stepped back and readied.
he has a pistol in one hand and the lantern in the other in his offhand.
All
Well,
right,
he
we'll
doesn't
just
need
do a
to.
straight roll.
Since he's just moving, he could have stepped and readied. No need for a fast draw.
That's true. So he may have drawn his other pistol, dropped the one he had, drew his other pistol. He's going to have to shoot Enfys right there because,
Wow. There's my
Well,
dice.
Well, I do believe you were the only PC with luck. So,
Well, that may still be a hit. What size modifier is Queen?
Well, these guys may be her size, right?
No, they're
-1.
zeros.
Yeah, they're zeros.
So that's a hit.
Okay,
Oh,
so that is
wow.
a hit by 0.
Wow. Okay, 9 doesn't want to get hit by this scrawny little midget
Hey, rude.
and successfully blocks.
Of course he does.
That's a medium shield.
Yes.
That's going to hit the shield.
No, it's not. He succeeded by enough without the shield.
It's a DB2.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
if you
it
take
would
off
have
the
been
DB2,
blocked
he
by
still
0.
succeed by 0. He didn't need the
Okay.
shield to succeed.
I guess that's true. I didn't really consider that way.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I was going to have her step. Well, no, actually, she's just going to have to stay put. I don't want to put her in range of 2.
All right. So I don't think I can expand this area of effect.
You wouldn't want to anyway, because then you'd catch us.
Right.
And besides, there's only one that can actually get out of it in the next round.
Okay. So
And that's if he's really stupid.
I am going to hang on a second. I will take a step back, sidestep for 2 movement points because that's all I can do. And I'm going to start concentrating on haste, which is a 2-second spell. So I can cast it at the end of my next turn.
Right. Okay.
You have great haste,
I wish I did.
because that would make Yorg a killing machine.
Okay. 14 is. Why do I have that open? 14 is right there. He is going to step.
He has to make the strength
And
roll
glue.
first.
That's correct. Easily done.
Yarg.
5. Step. but he can't attack anyone because no one's within range and he's glued again. Doesn't like this glue crap. This fellow is just going to attack Soren at -2.
Soren hit.
I'm confident he can roll a critical hit and do triple damage and all that jazz.
I saw the 1 and 2 and I got worried.
I did too. I'm like, oh my god, is it going to happen?
Soren will retreating dodge.
Thereby exposing the wizard.
Yeah, but the guy can't move. Do I need to fatigue it. Extra effort.
I think
Well done.
just remembered that. And because on that needs to stay there. All right, that was him. And number 5 is alive. Strength. All right. Before I do that, I should not have caused this guy to skip, even though he's dead, because I need to do this and this. Damn, 17 is just not having any luck with that, is he?
It's such a shame.
Bubble, boil in trouble, and all that. Now, did that? Yes. Okay, I see. I did originally do it incorrectly. The thing is counting down correct for him. All right. So this is number 9. -2 is going to take a swing at Coppertongue, and I'm going to totally critically hit. Yes, that's the ticket. Well, at least possibly hit by 4.
Queenie, you should just back up and run over Kessel.
Okay, successfully blocked.
Expertly blocked it. Made him look like a chump. Number 9. Which one's number 9?
Yeah, I really don't want to get any closer to this guy that's spewing.
Oh crap! That was number 9 that did that. Yeah. What the hell?
Okay.
Okay. I see derp. I was like, why is it doing that? It didn't close something. I was expecting it to close on the rat man.
Yerg is going to stab at number 17 since I'm being flanked by friendlies, and swinging this sword in here is inevitably going to catch one of them.
Let's see. That is not a side hex.
I'll go ahead and do the deceptive on that, I guess. So
need you to roll an 18, please.
Coming down from Ox.
You could rapid strike.
I am not going to do that. That puts me a little too low. Although I need to remember, take a few more chances.
Because if you spend the fatigue for flurry of blows, you will end up using up all their defenses.
Right, but that's 1 each. I don't want to use up that much fatigue.
So,
all right, sneak that in.
Woot!
Of course not.
By 4, and I
you.
got somebody who is listed as kneeling and shouldn't be.
I'll just keep on using up his blocks.
Yep.
Okay.
They still parry on a 12.
I got
11.
I got these blue circles. That's the area of effect, right?
Yeah, the brighter blue is the glue, and the darker blue is the acid from the death throw thing. The darker blue will go away before the lighter blue, presumably.
And it's the hexes under effect are the ones that are fully enclosed in the circle.
Yep. If it's like they're on just half, it doesn't count.
Okay. Shoot. I'm really close to number 3. Number 14. -1, -4. So he is going to do all-out attack.
Take a step.
To the vitals.
Take a step there. It becomes a side hex and his shield doesn't help him.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you don't need to.
I was trying to save my step for moving back.
Actually, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
That's still a
it's
side
already
hex.
Side hex.
So I was going to do a all-out attack, and then it's at 3 yards.
Okay. All out won't let you step backward.
I can't take a step.
FYI. You can't step
Or
backward. You
can't step back.
forward.
Okay, but I can step sideways, right? I guess it doesn't matter. So he's going to do all-out attack to the vitals.
Yep.
Rolling.
And thanks to that glue, these fellows are like at half move, half dodge. I think.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have an effective skill of 10, so let's go for it.
They
Where am I
might
rolling?
not be.
What's that?
50-50.
Yeah, he's going for it. I'm trying to find my roll. There it is. Oh, no, actually, I have a better skill.
Right. Okay.
And he rolls a, 8? So that's a success.
By 5.
A fine shot, sir.
Oh, I was going to say,
I
that's a
rolled
nice
a
roll.
6 on the dodge.
Oh, my God.
But why is it? Yeah, but because of the glue thing and the side hex, that's a fail by 3. So don't
He's,
roll a 1 on the damage die, and you should be okay.
I don't know if, let's see which way Enfys is looking, but he gives a silent nod to Enfys of thanks. I mean, he knows that Enfys probably can't see him. But he's like, thank you, Enfys, under his breath. All right.
Fuck.
And I rolled a 1.
Is that actually correct? Armor divisor 2 and all that?
Yeah, that's my shoulder quiver. I've got
Okay, so if it's
vodkinos.
3, does that become 2, or does it become 1? I think it's 2, right?
Rounds up, I think, the damage.
Okay, so he did 4 points, but since it's a vital
Times 3.
that
Only
becomes
times 2 for
12
piercing.
points. It's still
No,
vital.
it's times
Vitals
3.
is 3. Vitals is always 3.
I thought it's okay. Never mind.
No, that doesn't change it.
Is there a way for me to add another circle with the same character?
Yeah. Just right click the arrow, and
Hold on.
add that way.
I have to add something to Beastman number 14.
Com Junkie would be proud. Actually, no, he
That
wouldn't.
gets
He would
rid
say
of
we don't have
that,
enough.
That gets rid of the original one.
Yeah, because the original one's like your normal drag pointer, so you need to make a circle and then make another one.
Do you not
Don't-
know how to do that?
Don't use the drag pointer.
Clearly, I do. I just did it wrong the first time. Woo! That one's gonna last for a while.
Concentrated acid for blood.
Actually, this is something that Copper Tongue has never heard of with the Skaven,
I was gonna
Good to
say I
know.
hadn't heard that either.
which implies there may be something weird about these.
Now I'm curious. Are xenomorphs immune to the acid blood?
You realize that's not actually what they're called, right?
What are they called?
They don't have a name. Xenomorph is anything that does not look like a human.
Fair enough.
All right, so you nail this one right in the heart, and it goes down and almost explodes with the acid stuff. So, got some overlapping areas there with the where that glue is absolutely not working. Unfortunately, going through that area means acid.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of nope right there.
All right. So having seen this happen twice, does Søren know if he steps forward and kills this guy? Does he have enough time to step back out of the acid range?
There's only one way for you to find that out.
Uh,
I think you can do it. I am confident you can do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, no.
The GM lies.
Søren's smart.
But he's also really confident. He thinks he can do it.
Well, let's have the dice decide that then.
it's almost excessively confident.
He might be. Come on, fail.
No.
Damn it.
He's not that stupid.
That's really too bad.
Dare to be stupid.
Søren's going to say,
What a great album.
you guys have got this, and he'll take
Peace out.
weight in the event that someone steps within his attack range.
All right, so first thing I need to do is I need to make a consciousness roll to see if I can stay conscious, and I barely did. So let's see here. This will be moderately amusing. Let's see. 2 yards is 0 for range, I think, right?
Mhm.
Correct.
Outstanding.
He's seriously going to block me in still.
One possible hit on he's planning on taking a step after he or a step back after he shot. No, that would. Yeah, I guess he probably is going to possibly seriously block you in. Didn't think that one through, did I? Did he?
Did he do all out?
No,
Then he can take a step after he shoots.
but yeah, step. I was totally thinking more than a step. Okay, so that dude is 2 yards away, so he has to. Ooh, wow, he has to attempt to dodge, which sucks because he's glued. And holy crap!
It's still going to be fail
Somehow, how is that going to fail?
because of the glue. It's -2 for the glue, right?
No. The glue halves your dodge. So I just hit the half move, half dodge button, and
Isn't he already at half move, half dodge because of his injury?
let's see. That is you have to. It has
How
to
does
be.
that work?
Is that I wonder,
Below a third.
actually.
It should
it just
in the
turns him-
status. In the
Yeah,
status
who's that,
thing.
17?
Yeah, 17.
If
He's
it's-
not listed as 1/3.
Okay.
Hold
and
on,
then-
I'm gonna try something briefly.
You remember there was a rounding problem
Oops.
with that display,
Yep.
though.
So
No, there's no rounding problem.
there's 2 points shy of that. So somehow that thing knows what the gun does and managed to dodge it, which is probably for the best, because if he had hit that and killed that guy, that would have been
Yeah.
1, 2. No, it would have been fine. It would have just been like really, really close to like
It would
Soren
have been
Copper
uncomfortable.
Tongue. Yep.
Since he made that dodge anyway, I'll say that he would have gotten DB for that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So that would have been a success by 2, not by 0. All right.
Okay, gonna take a swing at number 9 and then take a step back.
Come on, you can critically hit.
It's just
Well,
a jump to the
Success by
left.
3.
All right. And you said that was 9?
Yes.
I had to move. I'm running out of real estate on my monitors.
Aw.
Okay, so let's see what this is going to look like. By 3.
And take a step back.
Get back, Jojo.
Enfys is going to step back, put his hand on Soren's back, and cast haste.
That's not as
You guys are all being very defensive.
You don't need to do that for Soren. He's like fast as shit.
He's going to be faster, and there's no
Actually,
way.
does that give a bonus to dodge?
And move? Yeah, baby.
No fatigue.
Wow.
So that would have cost me 6 points of energy to give you a +3 to your move and dodge for the next minute.
And it increases my dex by 3. Nice.
I think it's just your move and dodge. That's all.
I know that was Grace that you copied into chat.
Oh,
Or
sorry.
shared.
I got the wrong one. Sorry, that was me. I thought you were looking at Grace, and
There, it's in the chat now.
both ways.
So what's the energy cost if I...
3.
I was that's how that works normally, but I'm not positive with the threshold. It's probably the same.
Well, it probably should be the same. Otherwise, there's no benefit to critical succeeding spells.
Well, it could be half or something like that.
See if it'll let me find that really quickly. Power tally. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's probably the same because it says all the normal rules that modify energy cost, reduction for high skill, etc., remain in force, modifying the amount added to the tally instead. So I think that means you cast that and it did not adjust your tally at all.
Excellent.
And how long does that last?
1 minute.
All right, so that
Long
is
enough for that
what,
witch.
60
Long enough
rounds.
Long enough for that witch hunting bastard to fall dead.
I really need to finish the stuff in the rules that allows you to do your custom effects that actually modify abilities.
Oh,
All right, number 14 is...
boy, that would get weird.
That guy, he's not getting up anytime soon. Number 17 has to go do that. Holy cow, that's a good roll. And is out of the glue.
Triggers my weight.
Think that's all he can do because we had to make the strength check.
Does
not-
that require a concentration roll or something?
That's true. That's true. So it's going to trigger Soren's weight,
Or
and
not,
then he's
not.
gonna, and then he's going to try to stab Soren. Come on, I need you to kill him, Soren. So you bathe yourself in copper tongue in acid.
Well, I'm trying. Stop defending. Does he have a block?
Yeah, he's got a shield.
Yeah, but did he not block York?
Yeah.
That
He's
is
blocked me
correct.
like 2 or 3 times.
Let's see. So that's rolling 11. That would have been used the parry, which would have been by 0, but it would have also added the DB. So still, as he tries to cut you and may successfully cut you.
Taking a step back again, going to
Man,
pump
he's
some
trying to
extra
ensure
effort.
that he's trying to ensure that only copper tongue gets nailed with the acid. We see how it is.
You need to let him get into
so-
that next hex so he can
Yeah,
get
don't,
acid on
also,
all of us.
don't forget, you've got that +3.
Oh, I don't need to use extra effort.
Oh hell yeah, your dodge is probably like crazy high right now, isn't it?
So that would be a succeed by 4.
So
With all
you
the
Matrix
bonuses.
jumped over the over his sword, which was kind of cool. They do not like this stuff. That guy is got 4 more rounds before he completely goes away.
Kind of a side question here, but do the other rat-like beastmen react to the acid with
They've taken it.
surprise?
No, which is odd. All right. Rat-like Beastman Warrior number... Oh, right. I'm talking to Copper Tongue. Skaven, number 9, steps forward and takes a swing at Copper Tongue. And success by 6.
All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna
knows.
luck that.
All right.
Come on.
You should combine that with some retreat.
She doesn't need to. She blocks it.
Okay, blocks.
He says grr, arg, or something like that.
All right.
Something rat-like.
Well, I didn't want to do this, but I guess I will. So Jorg will step over here and go ahead and spend the fatigue for 2 uses of rapid strike. And he will use a thrust attack, and that's going to put him
Enfys, was
at a
that a
reasonable
plus?
chance of
That
hitting.
was a +3, right? On your haste.
+3 to your move and dodge.
Wow. CERN's speed is 11. That means I actually have a 2 hex step.
That's true. Wow,
Nice.
that doesn't happen very often.
Uh-uh.
Crap. And he. Oh, right. I was gonna say. I apologize profusely to Copper if I actually kill this guy.
That's fine. Well, it's gonna be more than just me, right?
No, it'll
Or
just be you.
nope. Okay, that's fine.
Well, it'll be you and the two Skaven right next to the guy.
Stab twice. Here it comes. And I missed the first one because of fucking course.
Okay.
Which means he's probably gonna block
so-
that one.
He can't. He
I know.
used his block on me.
Did he? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he used
No, he
parry
didn't.
on you because he used block on
He used
Jorg
block on me
last round. Because he goes right before. So he is going to attempt to block. Make sure. Yep, he can.
Stop with that cheat dice crap. See? Look at that.
By 5.
Goddamn cheat dice.
You know how it goes? And Kristoff's like leisurely moving around the glue, shooting him in the back.
I was gonna say, just keep working his way around to their rear hex.
Yeah, like mine is just easy. I don't know if I want to stay too close. Does that keep if I
Yeah, you're good
Yeah,
there.
you have to be actually fully encased in the stuff for it to apply.
all right. And then yeah, so my action's pretty simple. I'll take a step, like you said, try to fast draw and out of my shoulder quiver. And no critical failures, please. Success by 5. So he fast draws and then he knocks the arrow as his maneuver. And I'm done.
CERN will step there.
Shit.
So this guy has now used his block and used his parry, so he can only dodge.
That's true. Well, he used the parry against you.
Right. But he already had his turn Because mine was a weight.
That is correct. Yes.
So, yeah, I'm not confident on enough deceptive. I'll just take it well. I won't at all.
Sweet.
Bro.
I need you to break your weapon, please. That would be awesome. It's not cheap.
Can it fly back and hit Kessel?
This is what we saw last time.
FX hot mic.
So
These certain
it
weapons
just
are
drops in that
resistant.
hex.
These include solid crushing weapon. If you have a weapon like that, roll again. You have a fine weapon, so you roll again. Daniel, is that not exactly what happened to you?
Why are they both the same result?
Cheap weapon breaks.
Both
Solid crushing weapons.
a
magic
10 and an
weapons.
11 are the same result. Is that right on the table?
They may be the same result.
Yes, that is exactly what happened to me.
And based off of our reading last time, that means the weapon is broken. You dropped it and it broke, and Copper Tongue looks at you and probably says, "See, I told you those stupid things were garbage."
I know, right?
Sad face.
Copper Tongue has been proven
And then I'll
completely
step
correct.
back for my second step.
Okay. First and foremost, I need to see if I can avoid falling unconscious. Just barely. Step and is readying his sword, but not fast drawing it because then he wouldn't leave Copper Tongue an opportunity to potentially retreat.
Okay. So at this point, 17 has both blocked and parried, right?
Yes.
And take
There
a
you go.
Step, and take a swing
and
at
spike.
17. And I'll take one for the team if this actually works, which it probably won't.
Actually, I was going to say set and spike, but the
Yeah,
way the
success
GA's
by
been
4.
rolling.
I know, right? Oh my goodness.
Not that time though.
Well,
Yeah, no whammies. That's respectable. 9 points of
that's
cutting.
pretty brutal.
Yeah, you're about to get hoisted on your own petard here.
That's fine. I'll take one for the team because it'll also douse the other two in acid if this works.
This is true.
I have a hot priest waiting as a backup.
All righty, let's see here. So, starting from the top. First guy actually takes some damage. That is, what number is that guy? That is number 5. Okay. And then the guy beneath him takes no damage. And then Copper Tongue takes 1 point of corrosive.
Okay,
That's
that
not that
puts
bad.
her below half hit points. Does that do anything?
Not below half. Does that do anything to the DR though? How did that work again?
It's just corrosive. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, I fixed
It's
it.
corrosive. Yeah, you had me going, whoa. Did I hit her that hard?
No.
I have to look up corrosive for that, but I do remember what you're talking about there, Daniel. I think it like can or eat away your DR, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that's what it did. Okay, no, that's atmosphere.
So she has mail on her torso, leather pants, a bronze helmet, and just regular boots.
Where's damage types at? Did I actually put that in the notes? Let me see.
Well, I'm sure we had it on the alien.
379.
I was getting there.
Corrosion. An attack that
Uh,
inflicts corrosion damage, acid, disintegration beams, etc., destroys 1 point of the target's DR per 5 points of basic damage
Yeah.
rolled. That
So
means
not enough.
she just got a tiny. In fact, this thing is as 1d minus 3. It can't do any actual damage. Although their gear is basically useless because of that. Still,
Okay.
she stepped up and went whack, and he went down. And then
Woohoo!
popped like a blister.
So we're down to 2.
And they probably looked better.
Oh, right.
Oh, I need to do the thing. Sorry.
And I also need to do a thing. Yeah, 3. That's going to be...
Okay. Enfys is going to cast glue again. This time, basically...
Need to do a 2 hex glue.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. 2-hex glue.
Sent it on him.
Trap them in there so they get acided. Actually, how would that work? So if you get spraying acid anywhere, if you put the glue down, would it actually do anything?
I was kind of thinking
I
there.
gotta jump up really quick. Jump to the bathroom. I'll be literally right back.
That's not literally the right back.
Yeah, if you
Potentially
put
messy.
it there, you'll mess them up for at least another.
So if I
Well, but
if I
if the acid cancels out the glue, it's not going to do any good because it's well within the acid.
so can I center this thing between 2 hexes, or must it be in a hex? Do you think?
It has to be on a hex.
Then I shall put it there.
That's the best
As
place.
I can't reach it, it'll be -1 to my roll. Try resisting with a success of 6. There, you fiends.
Right.
They are screwed.
Nice roll.
Not bad for a guy holding his guts in.
Yep.
You should probably take a step back while you do that.
Oh my god, Emphas, you are useful.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so I made my roll. Success by 6. Let's see them break that. Resist
Okay,
that.
so that is 9 and 5. 9. No, let's see. Start with 5. Drum roll, please. Holy crap!
Perfect.
Wow.
Crit-
Gotta be kidding me.
That's critical success by 8. That's that guy, and this
No
guy is by 0, so he is absolutely glued.
Well, I tried, but the GM sucks. So there you go.
As for the
Yeah,
acid
he
melting the
kinda
glue, I don't think it's actually glue. It's like a magical stickiness.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Yeah, I think that is correct. I was just being smartass when I said it was melting it. Number 14 melts for a round. Number 17 melts for a round, and number 5 is okay. So he's not glued. He's gonna step, and then he's stuck.
But that's
Probably
one of
not
the
even.
easy hexes.
Yeah, that's probably not in a proper
Is that-
hex, is it? There we
Does
go.
that put him in double acid?
I guess
He would
that's
be,
true.
yeah, he'd be double acid,
Yes,
and he's
yeah, he's
double
gonna-
glued.
He's going to be double acid when it comes around next. Actually, no, it's not going to be around. It's going to be now. I need to double check those. Good catch. Let's see if that matters. Yes, it does. And yes, it does. So he's going to take a total of 4 points, and that is number 5. Where is 5? That's 4. Man, he's not doing great at all.
Just imagine if you had these guys in a formation and you shot them with ranged weapons and you killed one in the middle of the damn formation, he's going to kill most of his buddies. This is not a good war plan.
Yeah, well, they're not always. They don't do things like that always make sense. 9 is the dude who wasn't glued. No, he was glued. He's at -5 to try to get out based off of that rooted feat. That's going to really suck because he's got to roll super awesome. He is not getting anywhere anytime soon because not only did he fail by 3, that means it is technically by 9 since it's not moving. All right, Jorg. Well, number 5 is standing there. You might be able to hit him.
I'm really not enthusiastic about sticking my sword in this acid spray, but I guess it's not, 100% coverage in that sphere. Yeah, I will very cautiously stab at this guy while he's trying to advance through the hail of corrosion. Okay. And he's got a shield. And actually, is he
he's
wobbly?
Got this.
He is very wobbly.
You know what? I'm gonna take a quick stab at him as is, and maybe take a step back and sort of receive visitors. Well, that was a good hit, barely.
Okay, so that is a failed
He failed the block.
It can
Huzzah!
Oh my
happen,
God.
people. It can happen.
Vitals.
Oh shit.
Here it comes.
Amusing.
Here comes the one.
Amusing note is he totally has 3 hit points remaining.
Well, guess what?
And
He
I
doesn't
think
anymore.
you just did 3 hit points, which
Exactly fucking 3. And the step back.
All right. Looks like you guys have this under control.
Well, there's one left.
6 yards. Set me at 5.
Oof.
Ow.
Sorry, I was trying to calculate here the 5 yards. If I step and the hex is half covered with that circle, is that going to hit me?
No, you have to.
If I'm like right here,
The hex has
Yeah,
to be
that one's
fully
good.
fully covered.
fully. So he will take a step forward. And can I still do an all-out attack?
Yep.
Okay. All-out attack. What's my range? 5.
Wow. The one that is upright is the only one that has not been actually injured.
Well, oh, that's not good. Failure by 3.
And he is still uninjured.
He curses. He blames the corrosive cloud.
It's totally the corrosive cloud's fault.
It knocked the arrow off path. Burn the fletchings in flight.
That's right.
And the magical, don't call it glue, splattered it while it was in the air as well.
Totally that. All of that. He's cursing and he's pissed off now. Bad temper.
You should charge through it.
He's just
Copper
gonna throw his
tongue.
bow on the ground, draw his little axe, and like charge next round.
That would be bold.
Copper
Splatter,
tongue's
splatter,
not
splatter.
in danger of being acidized, is she?
She's taken 1 point.
So
And-
she is in an acid. So
She is in.
Soren's going to grab Copper tongue.
You have to step in it close to do that, which
Right.
means you're going to be in that hex with the acid.
I'm gonna have her.
Do I have to
move.
finish the turn to get acid damage?
If you enter it, it triggers. Do it.
Because I can
She has
enter and
especially
leave
when
really
she-
fast.
She can block
Especially
it.
when she goes no, and she shoves you in deeper into the acid or into the glue. Even better.
No.
Ah,
Actually, that's a good point.
Soren will
She
just
has a
make
shield. Can she block it?
Soren will just make room for Copper tongue to step out.
Yeah, that's basically her plan. Is that she'll back out of it.
It's almost a wasted move. I see this move 11. I just want to move 11.
Well, you can run all the way around.
Ha! He finally passes out.
Yay!
He's slumped up
Yeah, he's
against
going to
the
die of
wall.
infection.
Did he
Something would-
happen? Did he happen to fall on his sword?
No, he's still alive.
Yeah, but if he fell on his
But
sword,
is he
he wouldn't
really?
be.
As
Yeah,
Soren
he
grabs
actually
it.
has a name.
All right. So
Did
Copper
me?
Tongue is going to back out of the acid.
All right.
Yeah, you don't want that stuff to burn your beard off.
Yeah.
So it's
You
going
look
to
like
go
that Murdoch
to
guy.
if Enfys is doing anything this round. Otherwise, it's probably you're going to have a eyewitness view to the number 9 basically melting because he can't get out of that glue based off of the results. He's got to make it at a -5, and you made it so he has to make it by 11.
So Copper Tongue will also go all out defense just in case he does, because the GM's dice have been stupid tonight.
So yeah, it's up to is Enfys planning on doing anything else against the guy?
I think at this point, Enfys is simply going to take a knee and attend to his stomach wound.
Okay. Yeah, so that guy, based off of where the Warrior 9 is, he is basically screwed because he's rooted in place. Enfys made his roll by 6, so I have to automatically beat it by 6. And then based off of that, the rooted feet thing, it says, if you failed, which he did, you can try again, but you're at -5. So he's stuck there.
Ooh.
So he's kind of like desperately trying to pull his paws, feet, whatever, off of the ground that is rooted. So it's going to be a toss up whether the acid that he is stuck in for 17 is, which one is 17? 17 is for 17 seconds. Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
going to be stuck in that for 17 seconds. And we've also got Christoph over there who can, like, just leisurely stroll around to where he shoots the guy in the back, and the dude can't get out of it. So I do suspect the fight is actually over. That glue is brutal. That's gonna screw everything up. I'm gonna have to figure out how to beat that. Run into somebody who has what is it, counterspell, and goes, no.
Your
I think
rolls were brutal.
the rolls
Yeah.
were crazy. I was not expecting that.
Those were really sucky rolls, but awesome rolls, but sucky rolls.
Yep. Let's see what time. Oh, wow. So after a couple more seconds, some of the acids are going to go away. It's going to be entirely up to FX whether he's going to maneuver and take another shot, or just end up taking a shot or two at number 9.
You probably don't want to waste arrows because they're all going to dissolve.
This is true. But eventually he is going to be deceased because of that poor acid and such like that.
And then make it worse.
And then he's going to make it worse for a bit of time too. When he dies, it'll be what's that? 20, I think. Yeah, no, 24. 24 seconds. He's gonna be bubbling and hissing and melting. And that will definitely be the fight. And now
That is a whole new foul smell.
yes, indeed. And with that horrible, bubbling, stinky smell, and such like that, we are going to fade to black, cue the music, and roll the credits. We will pick up next week, right about after this is over, dealing with the aftermath, which will include first aid and general investigation and all that jazz. If you are watching or listening to this and you have any comments, questions, complaints, or general heckling, feel free to leave a comment here or find us at Discord. Please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels. Or don't. I'm not your dad. Anyway, thank you for watching. Olympus out.
Bye.
Hey.
See ya.